Do you know that Angelina Jolie is a trained pilot? Pierce Brosnan is a fire eater. Bob Dylan, a wrought iron artist. Sandra Bullock, a linguist. Justin Bieber, a Rubik's Cube maestro. Dr. Narottam Puri is a dentist as well as a living encyclopedia for sports. And the list goes on. Stay right here. I'll tell you a lot more about these things today. Cheers. Hello and welcome to Sip and Talk with Vikram in a new edition of Lateral Learning. Those who are watching me for the first time or have not subscribed yet, then please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to stay notified. So let's get on with today's story with a hot sip of coffee. Yeah, I love coffee. Do you? Yudhishthira, you shall be known as Kank, the minister. You Bhim as Vallabh, the cook, and Arjun shall be Brihannala, the dancer, Nakula as Grantika, the horse keeper, and Sahadev as Tantipal, the keeper of cattle. The great warriors who were better known for their skills of warfare had to don new attire altogether for a distinct purpose. And they could do this because they were skilled in some other thing besides what they were meant to be. So, this is my story for the day. The reason why I'm telling you about these personalities is that you should understand one thing. Had it not been for the unique skill apart from their mastered subject, they would not have had a life of fulfillment as they did. It is very satisfying and at times useful when you possess a skill beyond your regular profession. There are some sort of skills that everyone must possess, such as communication skills, the art of public speaking, the art of presentation, leadership qualities, the spirit of teamwork, sense of time management, and the interpersonal skills. These are essential skills everyone must possess, and if you don't have them already, start working upon them right now. Apart from these essentials, additional skills that are completely different from your regular workhorse like skill set makes you stand apart. It is not meant to augment your work, but it is something that you are equally passionate about. You might want to acquire skills in music, singing, cooking, adventure sport, journalism. You could be a guitarist, pianist, footballer, bodybuilder, actor, and whatnot. The list is endless. Spare some time and acquire one more skill apart from what you already have. And once you acquire that skill, go for another. You shall feel enriched. You will derive satisfaction by practicing those skills at leisure. It will be much more rewarding than slouching on a couch, glaring at the television. If not anything else, just go out and get some sun. So, practicing a different skill parallel to your work and specialization balances your personality and makes you a happier soul. Someday you will relish utilizing this skill and you would thank yourself for having trained yourself with that. When I was in my teens, I was walking along the road with my father and a bunch of young lads in uniform mounted on military horses rode past us. I was so thrilled that I wished I could have done the same. My dad could read the desire in my heart through the sparkle in my eyes. So he pulled every string possible to send me there into a military summer camp. The rigors of the training at the camp during a hot summer month reshaped me completely and etched discipline into my personality. I'm grateful to my father for giving me this experience of a lifetime that I will always cherish. This is something which made a man out of a boy. Now, countries that have compulsory military service after high school have better citizens who are physically fit, mentally strong, disciplined, emotionally balanced, and more patriotic for their nation. The rigors of the training not only build endurance but also teaches life lessons of humility, skill for survival, eating not for taste but to gain energy, social acceptance and sharing, respecting the seniors, receiving admonition, discipline, time management, teamwork, perseverance, and leadership qualities, of course. Such valuable skills are taught in this basic training, which is not done anywhere else. Now, without this kind of an enduring training, a person would remain pampered in his or her soft cocoon. Life would remain unfulfilled, and one would not be able to carry oneself confidently in this competitive world. Some cities have got resort-like training grounds for urban populace, and I strongly recommend the youth to go there for once. Rural India has got several opportunities like wrestling grounds, Kalaripattu, Jallikattu, and other such sports requiring very high discipline and endurance. If you find these difficult, then at least find a martial arts coach. However, if you find all these skills very stressful, very straining, and hard to learn, you might want to consider a soft skill, writing a book. A ruthless hunter once transformed himself and turned into a great author. His single book became the all-time bestseller across centuries. Yes, Valmiki is still revered for his book, The Ramayana. Paulo Coelho said, "It took me 40 years to write my first book." Well, I guess he was still better off because it took me 51. Why to write a book? Why does it matter to write a book? The answer to this is that there are lessons you have learned in your life. Your experiences and lessons have turned into your beliefs. Most certainly, you wish your experiences should be expressed, your thoughts must be placed before the others. What is the point in all those experiences and lessons going down into the grave without sharing with anybody else? Knowledge multiplies when you share. Do not be self-critique about your writing skills or grammar or language. Do not belittle yourself. Your capabilities are more than what you think you have. Now, problems with grammar and language can be worked around as long as your idea has a conviction. Now, this is what I learned from my English teacher in school, Mr. Alan Wood, and his encouragement helped me with my communication skills all my life. And he said, even if your English is broken, your idea should be intact. Well said, isn't it? Now, once you write a book about what you wish to share with the world, you get the feeling that your lifetime's worth of knowledge is accumulated, preserved, and immortalized. Even if you do not wish to write a book, at least write a blog and tag it to the people you know. This would give you immense satisfaction. You are an individual with many qualities, aspects, and facets of life. It would be too simplistic to identify you by the name of your profession or your qualification only. Make your own identity parallel to your professional qualification and be the owner of your skill. A particular confluence of notable achievements, intense competitiveness, and culture of overwork has caught many in a perfect storm of personal mishmash. It is thus important to segregate your work and yourself. Your life is not a part of your work. Your work is a part of your life. So one way to do is to empower your work by identifying your own self. Whatever be your profession, be a master of your subject. Be the go-to guy for that subject. You should be the master of your subject, and anyone who talks about that particular subject should know that you are the ultimate authority over that subject. Brush your knowledge every day and put your learnings into practice. There is no point in learning and keeping it in your mind and never put it into practice. You get good at what you practice. The eagle sheds all its feathers and breaks its talons to regrow and regain its youth every time. The phoenix plunges into fire and rises renewed from its own ashes. How would you know when you have mastered a subject? You know it if you can do it over and over again without failure and without becoming outdated. So, the one who remains forever a student of the subject and keeps upgrading oneself eventually masters the subject and stays updated. No matter what you cultivate, always grow the best fruits. I would love to know if you like the content of today's show. Please type in your comments below. If you have any questions or suggestions, please post it into the comment box and I shall reply. All that I have told you today comes straight out of my book titled as The Secret to a Magical Life, which has been Amazon's #1 international bestseller in multiple categories across several countries. You can check it out for more stuff like this. The link is given in the description box below. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to stay notified. If you have any questions, bring them on and I shall answer them. Thank you for watching. Namaste.